that sweet? Gucci goo. From the Wall Street Journal, helicopter parents in the workplace. Anxious parents are filling out job applications, appearing at, this is the Wall Street Journal, not the Weekly World, appearing at interviews and mediating work conflicts. Employees saying to their employers, my mom doesn't think it's a good idea. So we have clearly reached the tipping point. We have asked Coach Michael Lin to join us. He is a leadership expert who speaks to companies from coast to coast on how to create great workplace culture. You just didn't realize you were going to need a backup desk and phone for mom or dad, right, Coach?
Right. I teach leadership seminars. I teach coaching, I teach delegation, but I also teach them the most important thing is to hire the right people. And not every young person of that age range is like that. There are plenty of young people who are responsible, who want to work, who want to learn. If you got one of those on your team, you hire the wrong person.
Right. And does the pandemic play into this overprotective extension at all, in your opinion, Coach Lin?
In my opinion, it's one of the excuses they've been using. People who are responsible, people who themselves accountable, they don't use excuses. They get up and go. They do whatever needs to be done. But those who are irresponsible, who don't want to be a contributor to society, who is too lazy to get away from their mom's basement, and their parents have to compose a resume and drive to a business and hand in the application, those individuals, they put in their smart and then their effort into finding excuses.
Coach Lin, we have a text line, and our listeners text in during the program, and we have heard from people in HR who say you would be surprised at the number of parents who are helicopter parents on the job. And does it surprise you that 50% of employers have interacted with the parents of job candidates?
No, I am not surprised at all. That's why I keep on telling managers, you need to diversify where you look for candidates, for employees. You got to get out of the traditional place, the white suburbia. There are plenty of people in this country. They are young and they want to work and they want to learn. I see them in my seminar rooms. They are hired by companies. They get promoted into leadership. And I talk to them and go, what sort of a millennial are you? You don't even qualify. As far as being a millennial is concerned, you're fired.
Yeah,
they love it,
because you do kind of wonder if with this sort of intervention or interference, how will they navigate life after 25 or 30 or 35?
No, they won't. They won't. They are irresponsible. They don't understand about holding themselves accountable because their parents have not educated them on that simple wisdom on life. And the parents have not done it because the parents are not responsible, not holding themselves accountable in terms of doing this important but difficult, challenging educational task for their own offspring, for their own children. So until their parents quit becoming an enabler, their own children, their own adult children will never learn. How are they going to learn if you keep on enabling them?
Good point. So what do you suggest for the employers who, let's say a parent walks into an interview with a child or calls that employer? I'm guessing the employer can't call the parent on this and say, you're being a helicopter parent, therefore I'm not interested. What should they do?
The best thing you can do, okay, to be fair to the other team members, okay, to everyone else, is not hire them. Don't be an enabler. You give them an opportunity to learn about the wisdom about life. If you hire them, you give them a job, and they don't do their jobs, you're harming them. They are the way they are because they've been harmed by everybody up to this point in their lives. So if you want to help them, stop harming them.
Coach Michael thank you so much. Really interesting. And this is a situation we've seen a lot of. We appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Don't be an enabler.